The princess never imagined that a hamster from the demon realm could be this huge. This was nothing like what she had pictured. Even though the princess loved hamsters, this giant hamster named Ham was way too much for her to handle. What she didn't know was that Ham was actually a famous internet hamster in the demon realm. Even the Demon King was a fan. The princess declared that she would not give in today, but Ham asked her to wait a moment. He wanted the princess to give him a chance, because he was extremely confident in his green pepper pork stir fry. It turned out that in the demon realm, professional hamsters usually sign with talent agencies, but Ham went viral online instead. He became famous as an independent hamster. Soon, the princess smelled the food. Before becoming famous, Ham had worked at a Chinese restaurant. He was very picky about ingredients. After one bite, the princess immediately said it was delicious, and just like that, she confessed again during the interrogation. Afterward, the Demon King was shocked. He never expected Ham to be in charge of today's interrogation. He suddenly really wanted to meet Ham. Luckily, his subordinates had already guessed this, so they invited Ham over as well. The Demon King instantly turned into a fan and took photos with Ham. Before they knew it, the next day arrived. This time, the one interrogating the princess was the blacksmith Gil. She brought her treasured demon sword Lion King. This sword wielded an icy blue flame that could melt shields and armor. It was once the favorite weapon of the god of destruction, and Gil planned to use that flame to make fried rice. Because she heard the princess had eaten green pepper pork yesterday, she wanted to use the same method to make the princess give in. But a normal frying pan couldn't handle the icy blue flame. The princess suggested asking the succubus for cooking tips, but Gil refused, because the succubus was busy writing reports, and had asked Gil to handle the interrogation instead, which meant today's interrogation was technically the princess's win. But at that moment, Gil asked the princess for help. After all, she was someone who could wield a legendary holy sword, so she should also be able to control this demon sword and adjust the firepower. The princess admired Gil's determination to put aside her pride and ask an enemy for help to achieve her goal, so she agreed to help interrogate herself. Just as Gil expected, the demon sword unleashed terrifying power, but in the end, it was safely brought under control by the princess. With the princess guiding her, Gil successfully made a delicious plate of fried rice. The princess of course didn't refuse food like that. Later, the succubus was worried about Gil's interrogation mission, only to receive news that it had been a success. The next day, it was the vampire family's turn to interrogate the princess, but their representative Mary couldn't make the princess give in at all. When they had no idea what to do, a maid suggested a cruel idea. They would jump down the stairs. Whoever got scared first would lose. Since vampires had wings, they could glide a bit right before landing. That meant they couldn't lose. The vampire clan leader agreed to the plan. He went to explain it to Mary, but to his surprise, Mary already had an amazing plan of her own, and she said it would definitely make the princess spill information. The next day, the princess was on edge, because Mary seemed completely different today. Mary confidently claimed that today's interrogation was guaranteed to work. The princess would be totally charmed. Even Mary herself couldn't stop admiring the item. She kept it by her pillow all night. That's when Mary realized she forgot to bring it. She immediately turned around to go get it, but on the way, thinking about how she stayed up all night preparing, and the hopeful encouraging looks from her clan, she couldn't help but start crying.